Hey guys, my name is James and welcome to another Eurovision reaction video with me, and today I am going to react to the Belarusian entry for the Eurovision Song Contest to be held this May at Rotterdam, the Netherlands. The name of the artist, or rather group, going to Rotterdam is the group VAL, who won the Belarusian national selection with their song Na VIDNA. So let's get to it and start reacting.
Before I start reacting, I would like to let you guys know that I've actually already watched VAL perform the Vidna. This was during the audition phase of Nationalny Odbor, the Belarusian national selection. So what I will be reacting to would be their national final performance, the actual grand final of the national selection. So yeah, let's get to it right away. Nationalny Odbor. Wow. Very experimental. It's actually nice to hear something in Belarusian. The last time we've heard the language being performed in the Eurovision stage was back in 2017 in Kyiv, Ukraine. It's quite a bop. Very modern, contemporary, gets you on the move. It's not generic for the most part, but it has that drop that's been very common in a lot of pop songs these days. But it's a very enjoyable bop. What is she wearing on her head? That's a very interesting looking headpiece. I don't really expect this staging to be the same as in Rotterdam. That's for sure. The drop is quite earwormy. Davidna. What does Davidna mean? Yeah. Yeah. Wow. That totally came out of nowhere. It's quite refreshing to know that there is still high interest in sending entries that are not performed in English. Ukraine, Belarus, Italy, France, in a way, this year, Spain, and yeah, and Belarus. It's very you could never really know what to expect from Belarus, especially in this election where any song can actually win a ticket to the song contest. And for this year, it's quite nice to see something modern. It has a very local flavor by having a language that apparently, from what I've read, is not even the language of home for most Belarusians. Please let me know if it's true. If you're from Belarus, let me know if it's true. So it's quite nice to finally have the language be heard in the Eurovision stage again. I'm not sure how it will fare though in Rotterdam, because it's from what I believe the semi work from which Belarus has been assigned to is quite tough at this moment, because a lot of the songs that have been revealed this far are from that semi. But at least Belarus was able to prove that you can still do a very modern track while not having to rely always on English, especially if a lot of the English entries in the Belarusian selection have very questionable lyrics. I mean, at least grammar-wise, and I always try to judge an English language song from a non-English speaking country based on how the performer enunciates, because enunciation is everything, and you have to convince to the jurors and to your voting viewers that you can at least pretend that you know the language, that it's natural for you. So enunciation is very, very important, and at the same time the lyrics has to make sense, because a lot of the times there's a lot of rhyming stuff happening, and it doesn't really make sense, especially for me as a second language speaker of English. A lot of entries that were performing English in the past, that I have heard at least, doesn't really make sense. It's always nice to know that there is still good interest in sending entries that are sung in their native languages other than English, and that you can still sing in your language while also still making a very modern song that can connect to a younger audience. And doesn't necessarily have to be very traditional, as long as it's very genuine to you. You'll be able to perform in words that you are very familiar with, that you're comfortable speaking with or singing with. It doesn't really matter if one understands what you're saying, as long as the connection is made, and and people really appreciates you for it. I think that's the goal of Eurovision, ideally, to allow people to become exposed to a plethora of languages being performed in song, and be exposed to whatever musical tendencies that a country may have that they want to share to the rest of the world. As for its chances in Rotterdam, I would say it could be a borderline qualifier, but I expect Belarus to at least be able to become a bit creative with how they will stage a performance to bring this song to life, to allow it to translate well to voting viewers and to jurors alike. I would really love to see a non-English song being the final on Saturday, and this is one of the songs that I really want to see be on that final. I think there is still much work to be done. Maybe make the whole production of the performance tighter, more cleaner, and I think Belarus got that. So come May, this may be a surprise qualifier. The same way that I was pleasantly surprised to see Zena qualify with her song Like It last year. And I was totally not expecting that to happen. But yeah, I mean that song's was a grower to me. So who knows? The same could be happen again this year. Those were my thoughts. What are yours? Let me know down in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more Eurovision related content and many more. This has been James, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!